I'm going to critique the most expensive property in Marbella. So if you decide to build, design, or remodel your own property, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm the How to Buy a Mansion guy. My name is Arvin Haddad. Let's watch this video together.
This is Bellagio, the most expensive private residence in all of Spain. And here's why.
This does not look like anything like Bellagio. This is as Greek as it gets. Am I wrong? Have you guys been to Bellagio? It does not look like this. This is Greek. They should have named it Zeus or Aphrodite or something like that. Definitely not Bellagio.
The villa takes its name as an inspired homage to the magnificent fountains that's made its namesake in Las Vegas world-renowned.
Wait a minute. You named it after the fountains? Are you serious? You named your property in like motherland Europe, where we get inspiration from, based on a fake carbon copy in Las Vegas? Oh my God. We didn't even notice the fountain. It's not even that big of a fountain. If you're planning to name your property, okay, you want to brand your property, you know, there's certain elements that, first of all, you have to get even started, okay, to branding and, you know, leveling up your property with a name. First of all, it has to go with the architectural style and the energy inside of the house, right? Not the backdrop fountain on the other side that we didn't even notice in the beginning of the video. Like, first of all, you need to connect that. Then it has to elevate. And it has to match. This was a horrible branding.
Now there are entrances and there are entrances. Check out these double staircases.
Okay, that railing is very Mediterranean and the style is Greek. See, that's like immediately now, because you start with a fake name, I'm on the back foot. And it just, the finish is so far, it looks like this was done 1992, completely dated. Even if you were gonna go Greek, you need to update this. The inlays, the material used is screaming early 90s to me.
And this amazing chandelier, over 1,700 crystals, handmade, bespoke, like the rest of this house.
Okay, there is a wow factor though. Let's not deny it, okay? The staircase looks nice. The volume is there, okay? There is a little bit of a wow factor. Initially, they're kind of like raising the volume and giving you an internal wow factor with a promise at the end, as where he's walking to, you should be able to get an ocean view. And I guess it's a good combination of internal wow factor, like, you know, the whole majestic feel of the palace inside you just entered, and then a little bit of view to tease you and pull you in. So as far as the actual structure, how it delivers the wow factor, it's actually pretty damn good. This is so Greek. Okay, this side is Greek, that side is Greek. I don't know why they decided Bellagio. Let's look at the lot though. This is one hell of a lot. This is a great parcel of land. Look at that huge swimming pool. Look at the space between where the property stops and the swimming pool starts. I mean, it would have been nice if they spent $1 on landscaping, because this looks like so bare. But overall, I mean, I feel like majority of the money you're paying here is for the land, because this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful parcel so far.
And as for gardens, as you can imagine, this one is incredible, with arguably the best views in all of Sierra Blanca, set over 14,000 square meters and 300 meters above sea level.
Wow, I really like the way the property sits on the lot. Look at this. This is the front entrance, right? You come in. There's a flow to it, right? There's a circular driveway with a huge centerpiece. You come down, it's a little downslope, you can tell, which is not ideal. It's better to be upslope, both for like drainage, water coming down and not going towards your foundation, and also just approaching your property from bottom to up. It makes the property more majestic. It sits on a pedestal. It looks better that way. Overall, the setbacks are insanely good. It's like they've carved this out. Like the person who like owned the whole mountain like initially carved this out for themselves. So I really, really like how comfortably the property sits right center. Perfect amount of frontage, amazing backyard, humongous setbacks. To me, it's an incredible lot and amazing views, right? It's a little obstructed by some trees, but I don't mind that at all. It kind of frames it actually pretty nicely.
So before we leave this incredible garden, we must talk about the location. Sierra Blanca, which is where this plot is, and it's one of the biggest ones here, is actually so close to Marbella, you could almost walk there. It's completely gated.
Wait a minute. This is Villa Rocata. Did you just change the name? Was this the agent's idea to change it to Bellagio? Like, let's target the American audience. They like Las Vegas? Dude, Whose idea was this? There's like another name, or I don't know. Maybe some crazy shit happened in the villa and they're trying to wash it off, bleach it, right, by rebranding it. It's just so bad. I don't know whose idea was to change it to Bellagio.
And you're only 7 minutes away from Puerto Banús. You're only 40 minutes away from Malaga. Although you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, you are surrounded by everything. You're in your own private oasis.
He's right about this. First and foremost, you got to get away from the beach if you want views. It comes with a little bit of wind, but if you want panoramic ocean views, you got to come out. Now, you could argue it's a little bit farther out than you would ideally want. You would be a little bit closer to the water, but it's not. But what it is, it's in a gated community. And that's super important for Marbella because most of the owners of these properties only visit it once or twice a year. So most of the time is vacant. So being in a private gated community is, for security reasons and privacy reasons, super, super important.
To say this is a large kitchen is an understatement.
To say it's dated is also understated. But I just did some research and found that it was actually built in 2022. Can you imagine? 3 years ago. And it looks like finishes from 1990s in Los Angeles. It's horrible. First of all, it's not bespoke enough. If you want 70 million euro exit, you need to be way more bespoke, way more textures, elements. This is completely looks washed out. And who the hell does black countertops anymore? Horrible design. The inlays in the marble, the color of the inlay, completely washed out. To me, it literally, first glance, it looked like it was done in the 1990s. Already, before even watching the video to the end, I can tell you, I think they got the architectural style wrong for the location. And obviously the finishes for the architectural style also wrong. Those two big mistakes, right? You got to know, if this is a flip, right? If this was not like a project that they did for themselves, okay? Choosing the architectural style that would resonate with the buyers who are transacting in Marbella is super, super important. And Greek is pretty backward looking, okay? Now, the finishes for Greeks are not even this. You need to go way more bespoke. You need to bring the colors. You need frescoes on the ceilings. You need to bring the details if you want to go that route. Make it look Roman. Make it look Greek. Go with that style. But this is a 1990s Mediterranean Greek style in Los Angeles.
But then if I were to tell you that just through that door is another kitchen, a dirty kitchen.
Why do Europeans say dirty kitchen when you can say chef's kitchen? Oh my God, these curtains look so cheap. They look like smogged out. Like they spent, years in an apartment in Cairo. It's horrible. The artwork is cheap. The glass horses are cheap. The dining table looks cheap. Staging is horrible. Really bad. Like you cannot buy one of the best lots in Marbella and cheap it out.
Dining rooms do not come more beautiful than this.
They do. Dining tables. I can show you a bunch that will come significantly more beautiful than this. First of all, the ceiling height dropped significantly. Second of all, I don't know if I just had a beige dream. Like this whole cream beige overload is just killing me. There's nothing. There's no accents. There's no color. It's just beige. The whole thing is beige.
Everything in here, including the table, is handcrafted in Italy and imported. And just so you don't have to leave and go all the way down to the bar, you even have a special hidden minibar in there.
Oh my God, you have a fake painting there too? Dude, you can't do that. You question everything, okay? Look, in the ultra high end, okay? If you name your property after a fake city with a fake fountain and put fake art and put low-end finishes, do not ask 70 million euros, okay? Because then you're telling everybody, come renovate me, I'm selling the lot. If you have this property, you need to go all out. Find a perfect customer who loves the Greek style, who appreciates fine art, Greek literature, Greek architecture, fresco ceilings and the details. Pitch it to them, right? Don't wash it out with freaking curtains from Middle East and beige everything with the fake painting in the background.
And when I say it's a great house, don't take my word for it. The King of Spain awarded this house Best Design in 2022.
The King of Spain really knew the owner and owed a favor to the owner, because I can tell you, this is not the best house in Marbella. 100% it's not. Okay. And do not buy into these rewards that the properties give themselves, right? You can pay any of these publications and stuff and say this is like a reward. They ask me, they reach out to me all the time. And Arvin, if you want to be ranked in some publications, I always say no. Okay, do not do this. Okay, what you want to pay attention here is the ceiling heights on the second floor, because that's low. For a palace of this magnitude with this size lot, that ceiling height for the second floor is very low.
And when we're talking sizes, this house is set over 5,500 square meters. That's 59,000 square feet for my American brothers and sisters.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. He's memorized every line with the correct punctuation.
With 13 bedrooms and 16 bathrooms. Actually, speaking of bedrooms, let's check out this master suite.
Surprise, more beige. Oh my God. Oh my God. How could you build this in 2022? First of all, the marble is not book match. Second of all, nobody's doing this Versace design anymore, okay? I know it's going Greek inspired, but whatever. You just don't do that. And black cabinets with white and beige. Anybody with the smallest palette of taste will come into this and say it's a gut job renovation. I have to change everything. And then that's what I'm telling you. You're going to be like, do I even want a freaking Greek palace in Marbella? Okay, we have a light pink. That's been new introduction of a new color coming in. Okay, let's talk about the view, because the view is amazing. And they have already shown 2 bedrooms that have gorgeous views. That's important because the property is positioned in a way to have multiple bedrooms that get the ocean view. A lot of properties don't, right? This is fantastic. And look at that quality of the view. First of all, it's panoramic. Second of all, you even get to see your own lawn from a standing position like this. Really, really good. I like it. I think it's a fantastic view. Oh my God, who did this bathroom? Look, if you've ever spent time in the United States in the 90s in California, I can tell you, these are the exact same finishes American developers building like $3-4 million homes were doing in Mediterranean homes here in Los Angeles, Orange County, everywhere. We've seen these finishes many, many times over. And it's just not how you would finish a Greek-style home to give it opulence for a lot like this. It's just, it really cheaps out the whole thing. Look at that. I mean, it's such a good lot. This is like criminal. Look, I think you can fix the architectural style. I think there's certain things you can do it to make it a true Greek or Roman architectural. I don't think it's that hard to fix it, okay, architecturally. But the interior is just no match. No match for the finishes, for the lot. Look at this. You have, what, 40 feet till you get to the swimming pool? And then it's in kind of an infinity edge with gorgeous views. Really solid freaking lot, dude. Really, really good lot. Oh my God. We've got a leopard wallpaper and a cheap mirror. The King of Spain is smoking crack. Did really the King of Spain rate this? The monarchy in Spain is not, no bueno. No bueno, amigo. Oh, it's horrible. Muy, muy horrible, amigo.
Imagine spending all day in your pool in that beautiful garden. Then you come down here and relax in your private spa, but you are going to need a space to entertain.
This is so boring. First of all, what the hell of a grill of a Rolls Royce doing over here? That's so cheap. But have you seen other basements on my channel? If you're a subscriber, you have, right? This is super boring. This looks like the business class lounge of Emirates when they were at the old airport. This is so... I can't believe this was done recently. It's really cheap. It looks already dated. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't believe no one ever told them. And that's why you do consulting, because like people don't tell you. Your architect doesn't tell you, waits for you to realize it and charges you again. Your real estate agent won't tell you, like, you know, hey, Greek architecture might not do so well in Marbella. And you know, your contractor just wants to charge you change orders. That's why I do a consulting. And if you can't afford it, you should join my 5-day workshop where I teach you guys how to do it yourself if you don't want me to do it for you. Look at that red color. You see, you can go Roman, right? Greek architecture, Roman architecture, pretty similar. You could spin it off Roman and have that velvet red lively color. You gotta, if you're going with the Greek or Roman architecture, you don't need to go the color of diarrhea. You can choose some lively color, make it alive. People are not coming to Marbella to die. They're coming to Marbella to have fun, okay? So I don't know what the inspiration of brown was. And creams and like, how about like white, green, and like velvet red, right? And gold. Like, bring it together.
This 22-seat cinema. I really cannot describe to you how amazing this place is. You have to see it for yourself. The camera will never quite capture it.
Okay, it was a good size, but the lights were off. I don't think he saw it either. I don't think he knows exactly how good that movie theater is.
Even the wine cellar is unique and bespoke. Here we have them separated into red and white wine. This is a sneak peek because it's just been finished.
Okay, two things. First of all, the floors do not match. I don't care if it's from 19th century and imported, wrong color floors. If you wanted to do this style, Greek architecture, I think Jerusalem, you know, limestone would have looked way better than this shiny, you know, Mediterranean finish that they have going on over here. Second, did you hear what he said?
This is a sneak peek because it's just been finished.
The house is not even finished yet. It was built in 2022 and the finishes are so backwards looking. It's hilarious. Like, how could you not know how to finish this property of this caliber and then ask 70 million euros for it? Don't you have enough inspirations? There haven't been enough movies about the Greek and the Roman emperors? Like, this is your idea? This is your idea of finishes?
And when it comes to relaxation, this house has you covered with this beautiful indoor pool with its jacuzzis.
What a lack of imagination. Look at these candles they've just put on the floor. Like, nobody told you this is completely washed out. Like, you need some color. Like, nobody told you this. I haven't seen a property this good. Like, this lot is amazing. And then the interior just got so cheaped out, so wrongly finished and decored and staged.
The house also features this incredible 12-car climate-controlled showroom.
That's super important, especially for Marbella. If you're targeting the, you know, Gulf countries, they love to travel with their cars. They like to have car collections in different parts of the world. So having this many spaces and showcased pretty nicely, right? Fantastic. This is a great selling point for a property of this caliber because I can tell you, very likely the buyer would be into cars and would have a car collection.
Imagine waking up every morning to these views, not just the beautiful Mediterranean, but I can see 2 countries, and as a bonus, I can see a continent. Sadly, we've come to the end of this tour.
The sad part is somebody buying a lot this good and not knowing what to do with it. Okay, before I tell you guys what I love about the property and what I didn't like about the property, if you want to join my 5-day workshop, link is in the description. I'm going to go over the 10 principles of quality, which I'm going to use right now to critique this property. If you want to learn about how to use these principles and what each one of them mean, the first 3 days, we're going to cover the meaning and the elements of each one of these principles. Each one of them has 5 to 10 different elements that affect the score. And then on day 4 and day 5, we'll identify avatars and how different avatars react to these qualities. You will get a full picture of how to buy a property, how to remodel and build a property. I offered a 100% money back guarantee last time I ran this. Not a single person asked for a refund. Okay, let's critique the 10 principles of quality for this house. Location. I give it a 9.5. Fantastic. One of the best locations. For me, just a little bit too far out from the beaches and the center, but overall, fantastic. One of the best, if not the best. Log quality, it's a 10. You had 3.5 acres, most of it flat. Incredible, incredible lot. Lot utilization, another 10. You had a humongous frontage. You had an approach coming in. You had a huge backyard. And then your side setbacks, your side yards were better than backyards of a lot of luxury properties. Incredible. Privacy. Your left neighbor had some line of sight into your property. I'm going to give it a 9. Views. To me, it's an 8. And the reason is it's just a little farther away from the city. So it wasn't like, it's not that tangible. And it just lacked a proper focal point. I would have preferred to seen a little bit maybe sideways and would have seen a little bit more beach and waves, breaking down on the water. Just a little too far from the view. Architectural style. This is a big one for me. I'm going to give it a 4. First of all, I don't think it looked either authentic Greek or Roman for that matter. And then I think it was the wrong architectural style for the location. This is not what the demographics right now are asking. Maybe they did 20 years ago. It's really backward looking for the location. I would not have built a Greek home on this lot. I mean, you could have done so many other architectural styles and you would have nailed it. I think you would have been like one of a kind. You could have asked any price you wanted and there's the market for it that would pay that price. Then we've got the finishes, which I would say was probably the worst thing about this property. It neither matched the Greek and it looked dated from the day it came out. I give it a 3. Layout. Traditional layout, it had a good wow factor when you walked in. The volume was good at that first glance. They teased you with a little bit of backyard and the view. I'm going to give it a 7. Scale and volume, that's another big one for me. Initially, it was really good when you walk in. But then when you went to the other spaces, the ceiling heights, for the family room, for the bedrooms, for the basement, none of it was, to me, justifying the ultra luxury price point. For that reason, I'm going to give it a 6.5. Now, if you want to learn how to score your own property or a property you're about to buy or the plans and permits that you're planning to submit to the city, you got to learn what these 10 principles are and how to score them. So click on the link below. Otherwise, you can watch this Greek property in south of France, which is totally much better than this in so many ways as far as interior finishes goes, that I would say it's a good property to watch after this one. I'll see you guys in the comments and thanks for watching.